we decided to change it. So the way that we changed it were by developing rocks and how to build in accountability. So I want to show you what our rocks are with this demonstration here. So I think this might be a first. I think this might be our first live demonstration up on stage, so lucky me. Jolene, I borrowed your table class, and Tim, thanks for getting us up on stage. Let's try this out. So, a rock is your top priority. This is what you want to get done every day. So the gravel will represent your daily responsibility. Sand are the daily interruptions. Water is everything else, but this is all the time that you have in the day. So this is all you get, you don't get any more. So if you don't plan your day, you just start with everything else. Then you have all the interruptions that happen. There's a lot of interruptions. Then, sorry Jolene, you still have all the project stuff that you have to do. Everyone's busy. So then you finally get around to doing your rocks, and you can't because you don't have any time left in your day. So what you really want to do is plan your day. Plan in how you're going to get your most important priorities done. And then you're accountable for that. You have to decide to do that. Then this is all your daily stuff that you have to do. Be responsible. Figure out how to do it. These are all the interruptions that happen, and we know that interruptions will still happen, but you have to be respectful and let your team know that you can't get what you want done if you're always busy working on their problems. And then this is the everything else. So look at that, isn't that amazing? There's so much room left in your day. So you go from not being able to fit it all in to being able to do more. So I think that's pretty cool. Thank you. So at ECS, we have 17 people in the office right now. If everyone has 3 rocks, you'll get 51 things done a quarter. You'll get over 200 things done each year. And this is the big picture. So we're growing our business one rock at a time. So how do we do that? Well, we had to figure out a way to build accountability into our life. And accountability, like I said, you can't force it. You have to choose to be accountable. So we needed to create an environment where, in order for people to be accountable and succeed, so, well, let's take annual goals. So it's now annual goal setting time, so you're all going through that process. And some of you might make these big lofty goals, they all look great, your manager says, yay, good job, but then you don't look at it for an entire year. So we didn't want that to happen. So with building these rocks, these quarterly rocks, we could take our annual goals and just chunk them up, and every quarter get it another step closer to meeting our annual goals. But we wanted to do better than that. We wanted to be accountable weekly and daily. So we changed the way that we meet. So we knew that we needed to meet better to build in that daily, weekly accountability. I heard stories. I like meetings, I just do, but I know a lot of you don't. But if you have terrible meetings, you have to figure out a way to change them. And I want to show you how we changed up the way that we meet, and it's working out pretty well. So we have these L10 meetings, and we call them L10 because they're level 10. We want them to be rockstar meetings. Thanks, Ryan, for that. That was a great thing. So our meeting rules are they have to be on the same day, same time, same agenda. You have to be respectful, open and honest, start on time, end on time, and make it a priority. Try not to book meetings at that time. Oh, there was one more rule, no phones or electronics, but we had to build in some exceptions for that because, I like my iPad. here is our format. So this is our L10 format. It is consistent week after week, so we never have to waste time rebuilding the meeting agenda or the notes. It's always there. So there's nothing special about it, but this is the format. So we start off with a quick segue. This is how we get to know our team better. You start out with a good thing personally and professionally that you've done. Then we go into our continuous improvement awards. So whoever has the best idea or the best fix what bugs you gets the award. Then we dive into scorecard, our driver metrics, and take 5 minutes to review that, make sure we're on track. Headlines, good or bad. So if your customer is having an issue or you're having an issue, good or bad with employee, you talk about it. Then we launch into the to-dos. So we build in weekly to-dos for everyone, and we check to see if they got done. And if it didn't get done, you know about it. So it's added, building in accountability. This is our quarterly rocks. So it's not really important what these are. The important thing is that we have them. And we set a goal, our quarterly goal, and we have a condition of satisfaction so we know if it's been done. But the core of our weekly meeting is really about problem solving. So on that list I showed you, we keep our issues list and a parking lot. So parking lot are our long-term issues we want to deal with. Then as a group we vote on which one is top priority for that week. We identify the root cause, we discuss it, and then we solve it right at the meeting. It's wonderful. We can knock out 1 to 3 things every single meeting. We have a leadership L10 and then we have individual department L10. So you guys can start doing this now, and I know a lot of groups are already doing it, so it seems to be working out pretty well. Then once we solve it, we make action items, they become to-dos. If you discover other issues, they get added to the list. We recap and clarify. The last thing we do at our meetings is we rate them. So back to the L10, level 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, at the end of the meeting, we rate it. And if it is an 8 or lower than an 8, then you have to discuss why. So it kind of ends up being a mini plus delta at every meeting. But the whole point of that is just to use your time effectively and to figure out how to meet better. So just yesterday, we had a couple guys in the office say how they wanted to improve these meetings. So it's a never-ending continuous improvement there. So meeting pulse too. So those are our weekly meetings. Then our quarterly rocks. We have another meeting session about that, annual planning. But really the heartbeat of our group is that we are now accountable and accomplishing more because of the way that we're meeting now and our rocks.